Hi guys, my name is Amanda Diax. I'm coming to you from Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service in Comanche, Texas. Today we're going to do a little adulting 101 for you guys. I'm going to give you some HVAC maintenance tips and also some tips about ceiling fans. Let's go ahead and start here with our ceiling fans. If you look straight up at your ceiling fans, we have two settings. We have a summer setting and a winter setting. If you'll notice, my fan is going in a clockwise direction. Clockwise is our winter setting. So we want to go ahead and change that from our winter setting to our summer setting. It's springtime, days are getting warm, so we want to get that switched. What's the difference? So your winter setting and your summer setting depend on your cold and hot air. What do we know about cold and hot air? We know that warm air rises, cold air sinks. So in the summer, you want to pull your cold air from the floor up and distribute it into the room. So you're pulling it off the bottom and forcing it through the room, okay? And in the winter, you have your hot air is what you're wanting to do for your heat. So you're wanting to suck that hot air off of the ceiling and push it down into your room. So essentially it's all about air circulation. So one setting is bringing the hot air down and the other setting is bringing your cool air up. So we want our cool air coming up into the room right now. So as I said, clockwise direction is our winter setting. I'm going to go ahead and turn my fan completely off. The reason that we want to make sure that the fan is completely off is that if you switch settings while your fan is still going, reversing directions like that, it could ruin your fan motor, which means that you're replacing a fan and not just changing your directions. While I'm waiting for that to slow down, let's go ahead and talk about some HVAC. HVAC is heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Right behind me I have my thermostat. It's recommended that you leave your thermostat between 68 and 72 degrees at all times, except for when you are not going to be home for extended periods. In that case, in the winter, they recommend you go down to 60 to 65 degrees. And in the summer, if you're not going to be home, go ahead and bump that heat up to 78 degrees, just for electrical efficiency and save a little bit of money on your electric bill. So right here, this is my intake vent. Essentially what this does is it takes air from my room, sucks it in, it travels into my air conditioning unit where it is either heated or cooled, depending on the time of the year, and then that is forced out and distributed, and it comes out my outtake vents. Okay, so your intake vent is going to be in close proximity to your unit. My unit is in my attic, so that is why my intake is up here. Some of them may be on the outside of a closet or on the side of a wall, but a lot of times they're in the ceiling. So real quick, show you how to change your filter in your intake. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a broom or something like that, and I'm going to dust off my grate on my intake. Oop, I just undid it a little bit there. Just to make sure that all that debris is off there, and when I open it and take my filter off, it doesn't suck anything it's not supposed to. Why do we have a filter in our intake? Okay, so the reason for the filter is that, as I was saying, is it sucks in air. That filter is trapping any dirt, allergens, and dust that may be in your room. So one, it's cleaning your air, but it's also protecting your AC unit and keeping it from distributing that stuff back into the air through your outtake vents. So let's change our filter. I'm going to climb up here. Remember that if you're elderly or have a problem with dizzy spells, ask for help doing this. Don't put yourself at risk by climbing up on a high area. But I'm going to go ahead and climb up. As you can see right here, I knocked this one down earlier while I was brushing, but I have two little clasps. I'm going to pull these down and my door is going to swing open. And I just changed this about 2 weeks ago, so I don't need to actually change my filter. I'm just going to show you how it's done. They recommend that you change your filter between every 30 days and every 6 months. There's a lot of factors that can contribute to when you need to change that. One is the quality of your filter. A better quality filter means that you have to change it less. Another factor about changing your filter is your environment. How well insulated is your home? Do you have 4 kids, 4 dogs, and 2 cats running around and dragging dust and allergens in constantly like I do? So just keep an eye on your filter. I would go ahead and check it every 30 days just to see if it does need to be changed. But this is held in here by nothing but wind force. Okay, so the suction is what is holding this in. So I'm just gonna reach up and pull it down. All right. To know what size filter you need, you're going to measure your opening to your intake. So right here I have 20 by 25 inches. You can see 20 by 25 by 1 inch thick filter. And then on this filter, it is also going to tell me which direction goes up. So my little arrow is here. So this side of my filter is going to go up. So I take my brand new filter, and again, it's just held up there by suction force. So I'm just going to fit it in, and I can let go, and bam, it's going to pull it right into place. Make sure it's fitting there right. And then I will go ahead and close my vents. And that is all there is to changing your air conditioner filter. So some other really great maintenance tips for your air conditioner is to clean your condenser coil and also your condenser drains. Make sure that those are cleaned out on a regular basis. It's really a good idea to call in a professional to maintain your system twice a year. That is right before winter and right before summer, because summer and winter are the high capacity months or times of the year for your unit. Another thing to remember is that your outside unit, before you mow, weed eat, do any work around that unit, go ahead and turn it off so that none of that stuff is sucked into your outside unit and does any damage to your unit. So that is kind of it for basic maintenance for your HVAC system from in here. Let's go back to our ceiling fan. You can see it is completely stopped now, so it's safe to go ahead and switch. Every fan is going to have a switch that looks like this. So I'm going to go ahead and reverse it. And while it's off, I would go ahead and dust. I'm not going to do that, but you just clean off your blades, clean off your lights, etc. I've gone ahead and reversed my rotation. I'm going to start this guy back up. And you can see now we're going counterclockwise, and that is our summer setting. So we are good to go for our summer setting on our ceiling fans. So that is all I have for you guys today, and thank you for watching. Keep cool.